Hey, what's up, people? Live. Oh my goodness, I'm live. Let me see if I can connect to Facebook here. Oh, man. Dadgummit. Dadgummit. Zach should be here any minute, but we only have a finite amount of time, so I'm just going. Welcome in, guys. It's the MHH halftime live stream. What do we call it? Halftime reaction? I don't know. There's only so much you can say. You don't want to take away from gut reaction, right? But your Denver Broncos at the moment are trailing 17-10 at the half. They will get the ball to open up the second half. So that's the good news. But we've seen some good. We've seen some bad. We've seen Bo Nix throwing dimes. We've seen receivers drop a dime. Well, running back. I would argue, here comes Zach. I would argue that Pat Bryant pass should have been caught. Zach, what's up, bro? I just barely went live. Broncos down by 7. How you feeling about this thing?
Just want to make sure my mic is set correctly. I think it's good. Hopefully everyone can hear me. I feel pretty good about this game, Chad. It's going to come down to the fourth quarter, as every Broncos game does. I think maybe I underestimated the Jaguars a little bit because they are feisty. They are competitive on offense and defense. I think Bo Nix is playing another solid game. I think the referees are impacting the Broncos negatively once again, Chad, on the OPI that wasn't called. And I think the defense once again is being exploited, and teams are starting to figure out how to move the ball down the field against them.
I'm noticing PJ Locke on the wrong end of a lot of these connections, Zach. And that was a big fear, of course, going into this game was, hey, how's the defense going to look with Locke in there instead of Jones? I would say, so far, not good, not great. You could say, there was a push off on that touchdown that he gave up, but
There was.
to me, that's pretty ticky-tack. Like he looks like a guy who's not used to playing that much, but he has actually played quite a bit this year. Honestly, he's just not Brandon Jones. TDV 223, what's up, dude? Why does it seem impossible for this team to play complementary football? Why can't both the offense and defense be good in the same game? Well, it has. Let's not be too absolute, but yeah, Zach, the defense. Frankly, here's what's so crazy about this team. It was the defense carrying the water up until about the bye. Right before the bye, though, they started getting leaky. I would say in that Chiefs game is when they first started getting leaky. That's also, Zach, ironically, to TDV's point here, Bo Nix starts playing better. Now it seemed the offense carrying the water. It would be nice to see both sides of the ball, doing well, but here we are.
Yeah, TDV, that's the NFL. You're playing a lot of competitive teams, and it's tough for you to have an elite offense and an elite defense. What gives me hope, though, is we had so many years where the Broncos were being carried by one side of the ball. It was just their defense. There was never a chance of the offense showing up. I'm so happy that the Broncos have a quarterback that can carry the weight when the defense does slack.
Guys, by the way, having a blast today with the open thread on the MHH Discord. If you guys want to participate in that, it's free. You just got to join the MHH Discord server and click on Game Day Chat. I'm hanging out there all day long. CJ Invests, Jacoby Myers, and Josh Jacobs. Yeah, well, we broke the curse, Zach, on Josh Jacobs. Jacoby Myers, I'm trying to remember. Jacoby Myers, real quick. We don't have a lot of time for this crap, but I'm trying to remember if he predated the streak the Raiders had. No. I don't think he's ever lost to the. No, that's not true. Last year he lost. He got swept twice, Zach.
Yeah, he's still, just like Jacobs, though, still a hell of a player. Myers is a really underrated receiver, can make tough grabs. And I'll give Trevor Lawrence credit on the final drive, finding him over the middle. Those were big boy throws. And like we were talking about, Chad, the Broncos have to defend them better in the second half.
No doubt about it. Some shout outs to some of the members real quick here. I got to remember to angle my mic. B-Rad in the house. That's the official B-Rad. What's up, bro? Come hang out with us in the Discord. It is fun, boys. It is fun, girls. Come hang out. Williams in there. David Youngkin. The defense is letting the Jags run up and down the field. Well, the defense started out well, Zach. 2 3-and-outs.
Yep.
What is it? 3 or 4 sacks already on let me double check that. On 1, 2, 3 sacks already on Lawrence, Zach. But they kind of figured something out in the second quarter. The Jags kind of came alive. But here's what I'll say. Vance Joseph, traditionally always has been really good at second half adjustments.
Yep.
So I think you'll see the defense play much better in the second half, as has been the theme since about week 11, like I was saying.
The Broncos defense is getting burned uncharacteristically by Jaquan McMillian, who's having kind of a poor game by his standards, Chad, and coverage, and also he missed a tackle. Singleton missed a tackle as well. It's things they have to clean up fundamentally in the second half to win the game, and I think they will.
Yeah, Chris, this run game is just not good enough. It's just not good enough. I'm sorry. Like, you can get creative with it. You can try and get them in space. You can do all this window dressing of different personnel groupings and blah, blah, blah. But the bottom line is it hasn't been good enough since JK went down. And you're seeing it against a playoff caliber defense that, remember, guys, this is the number one rushing defense in the NFL. The Denver Broncos, I mean, you had that one Zach 16-yard from Jalil, which was nice. He's got 4 for 33, so that's where I'm going with it. RJ Harvey has 4 carries for 1 yard. Pardon me, 4 carries for 4 yards, averaging 1 yard per carry. So this is one of those games, in my opinion, Zach, where it's like go to the guy who's got some juice going against this specific opponent. Right now it's McLaughlin. Doesn't mean you ignore Harvey. Utilize him in the pass game, but we knew the Broncos weren't going to get much going on the ground. But for what it's worth, Zach, what do they have? They have, as a team at the half, they have 52 rushing yards. That's 11 more than what the Jags have.
The problem is if you're leaning on McLaughlin and Harvey as your main running backs in the absence of Dobbins, they both are kind of the same type of player. You need that power back. You need the guy that in the trenches on 3rd and 1 or 4th and short is going to pick up that easy yard. They tried sneaking it. They tried running it with Harvey. Nothing's really worked. They miss J.K. Dobbins desperately.
Yeah, guys, I'm putting in the chat, or I put the link to the Discord server in the chat, and I'm putting it in the description of this video as well. So come join after the stream. We'll be hanging out over there. Lutz, yeah, I mean, I guess we should talk about it, Zach. His 4th missed field goal of the season. 1 or 2 of those have been blocked. 1, I think. But how did you feel about him just not hitting that 44-yarder, which it'd be 13-14 right now if he would have hit it?
Yeah, the thing is, I'm worried it's going to come back to haunt the Broncos, as in most cases those missed field goals do in tightly contested affairs. With Lutz, though, he's been so automatic. Kickers miss, Chad. Everyone has a bad day. I can't hold it against him too much. Let's hope, though, in the second half, when given the opportunity, he makes all his kicks.
Shiloh jumping in on Super, saying 2 egregious missed holding calls on that last touchdown drive. Yeah. Doesn't surprise me. When push comes to shove, the Broncos, Zach, might be going against the technically most penalized team in the NFL. They're, of course, the Broncos, the second most penalized. But when push comes to shove, it's still going to be that other team that seems to get the calls.
I say it every single week, and I don't want to come off like some victim or whatever, but the Broncos have to face 2 teams out there on the field, their opponent and the Zebras, the NFL officiating crew. I'm just tired of them, Chad, impacting the game with either their calls or their no calls. It seems like they have a blatant bias against Denver, and I'm tired of seeing it.
It gets old, for sure. Shannon, Thank you for the super chat, big dog.
Thank you,
Great
Shannon.
to see you. VJ really needs to make some adjustments. I'm still confident we'll win. They'll clean it up. Who's in that picture? I'm curious to know who's in your profile picture, Shannon. You got to tell me what's up. Thank you. But what do you think, Zach? You feel confident still going into this?
Yeah, these are the games the Broncos thrive in. This is like a pig and you-know-what to them, Chad. Getting into the 4th quarter, either trailing or tied or up by a few points. They live for the heart murmur-inducing environments, and that's what this is setting up to be. So, Shannon, if they can clean up those defensive lapses, I have confidence the Broncos and Bo Nix on offense will do just enough once again to pick up another victory. Thank you for the super.
Yeah, it really means a lot. Appreciate you, Shannon. Also for being a member on Facebook. Let's see. Robert says M-Town's own. I don't know. They're a good team. Broncos need to wake up. The road to the 1 seed isn't going to have the red carpet laid out. They're playing scared of choking, but are actually choking. I don't know if I'd say they're scared of choking, Zach. I would say that they are playing a genuinely quality team.
Yeah.
Like, this is a 10-win team. Don't lose sight of that. I hope you didn't lose sight of it.
And I don't agree that they're choking this game either. Again, it's a very tightly contested affair. It's going to go back and forth. It's not like they're getting blown out 30-0 at halftime right now. They're facing another AFC superpower. We all knew this was going to be a hard-fought contest. So we'll see what happens in the second half.
Flying Anger Pig, dude, come hang out in the Discord. What's up? Let's see it. He says, I'm sick of playing the officials. I know, but it's a Sean Payton team, so you just have to kind of take it as part of the tapestry. It's part of the equation. It just is what it is. But I think you're going to see the second half magic open up, and you're going to see things cook. Now, as I was talking about last night, guys, the Broncos have to win 2 of their final 3. They clinch the 1 seed. They clinch the division. Doesn't need to be, I guess the one loss that you go, if they are going to lose one more, that was last week because it was their only non-conference game. So from here on out, but still, you can afford to lose one more. Could be this one. I didn't pick the Broncos to lose this game, Zach. I know you didn't. So we're both here sitting here going, come on, keep us going here. But I think you'll see a rebound in the second half defensively. The question is, will the offense start, picking things up consistently?
And listen, I also think the Broncos are going to win, but even if they lose, it's not the end of the world. And Chad and I, and Chad has made this case a lot. It could be beneficial actually if the Broncos do snap this winning streak going into the postseason, kind of realign, reset, and not have so much pressure on them going into January football.
Jordan Mall, a dear member and a superstar, saying Gus Edwards and Zeke Elliott are still free agents. It wouldn't hurt to get a guy like that. Now, remember, they did get running back on the 53 on Monday or Tuesday, whatever that was, in Cody Schrader. But from a body type size, he's basically RJ Harvey. Like they have very 5'8", 205, something like that. That's what RJ is. So I don't know, man. I think it's not just a body type size. It's easy to say, oh, we need a power back, dude. I think it's more just a guy who has that vision, and they don't grow on trees. Like you can't. J.K. Dobbins isn't just waiting out there to be picked up.
Right. Yeah, we'll see him next week, but I'm still surprised, Chad. I know you are as well, that Dameon Pierce joined the Chiefs and not the Broncos, where he would have been given immediate playing time. But we'll see how the Broncos rectify the running back situation going forward.
Yeah. As a Utah Utes guy, I wouldn't hate to see Zach Moss. I don't think that's going to happen, though, for what it's worth. But this is an interesting point from William. Hockey Lee never likes us.
What refs do.
Exactly. There are many nits to pick, but Zach and I will be back for the gut reaction, guys. And if you want to keep the conversation going, we're hanging out on Discord, guys, right now. Like as soon as I hit end stream, I'll be watching the game and chilling on Discord. So I'm not chilling on Twitter. Twitter can kiss off. I'm chilling with you guys on Discord. So come hang out. It's going to be a blast. It's been a blast. Links in the description, and I dropped it in the chat. So come. It's free. Just come hang out.
I think that's going to do it, though, for our halftime stream, unless we have any other supers.
No, let's do it. We'll see you. We'll see you guys for the gut reaction.
Have a great rest of the enjoy the second half. We'll see you for the gut reaction. Take care, and as always, go Broncos.